Mm-hmm.
Keep forgetting. Very nice. Okay. So, the definition of yoga, according to our Guru Patanjali, is Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Chitta is the mind, more like a, you can think of it as a more composite mind. We'll talk about that more, what that mind consists of. But vritti is whatever is happening in the mind. Constantly there is chatter going on, we're always going through some mental dialogue, thinking of past, thinking of future, getting worried, unnecessarily, aggravated, things like that. Everything is happening in the mind. Chitta vritti, that's the mind's activity basically, chitta vritti. Okay, and nirodha is to control that, suspend that activity basically. Nirodha is to suspend that activity. So it's a tough job. It's not easy. Mind is so used to getting that activity, it is going to be very hard to tell the mind not to do it. So that's why the journey is long. But we are making hopefully a good start here. You've committed to practicing for 21 days and learning how to do these things. And then we continue with the practice so we can learn how to eventually keep the mind a little more calm, a little more peaceful, non-agitated, etc. So it's a tough job, and our Guru Patanjali recognizes that. He says it's not easy. And it's the same thing if any of you have read the Bhagavad Gita, the dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna. Krishna says very clearly, Arjuna says, look, you keep telling me that I should keep my mind calm and peaceful. It's impossible, I can't do that. So Krishna says, yeah, I understand. It's not easy. But unless you make an effort, you will never get there. He tells that in the Gita. The same thing Patanjali says, it's not easy, but unless we try, we'll never get there. The only way to try is to practice, he says practice yoga. Patanjali says very clearly practice yoga. You'll get there eventually. Okay? So keep this in mind. All right, let's get ready for our eye exercise. Let's do a little rectangle movement today with the eyes. Keep the spine upright, head in the center. Let's look to the top left corner of the eyes. Move the eyes down to the bottom left corner, then to the bottom right, then top right, and back to the top left. So creating like a rectangle, or you can think of it as a box like movement. Head stays very steady in the center, eyes making nice and straight lines, smooth movements. And at each of the four corners, we give a brief pause. And during the pause, a little extra effort to stretch the eyes. Stretching the eyes helps us give a little exercise to the eye muscles, and that exercise is so very important in maintaining good, healthy eyes. Next time, you bring the eyes to the top left. Pause there briefly. Reverse the direction. Go horizontally across first to the top right, down to the bottom right, again across the bottom left and back up. So nice rectangle kind of movement, exercising the eye muscles. Nice exercise to maintain good healthy eyes, maintaining good lubrication in the eyes, preventing dryness, itchiness, any kind of eye issues. Next time, bring the eyes to the top left. Pause there briefly. Bring the eyes to the center. Close the eyes. Rub the palms now. Cover the eyes softly now with the palms. It's the warmth and the darkness of the palms which helps us relax the eyes, eye muscles. Gently rub the eyelids, eyebrows. Light massage around the eyes, forehead, sides of the eyes, cheeks, neck and the throat. And finally, release the hands and again softly open the eyes. Okay. So I see a name that I don't recognize here. It says Mobile Arc, ARQ. Who's that? Mobile Arc. Who's Mobile Arc? Mobilearq. Can you unmute yourself and
Subhashi, that's me, Subhashi. Sorry, I've not been able to get in the race, so I logged in with my uh, ID.
okay, don't worry. Now I know who you are. That's okay.
Okay, thank you. I've been having problems with this.
No problem. I just want to make sure, I recognize everybody. Okay, let's get ready for our Marjar Asana. Always start with that. It's a very nice, gentle stretch for the spine, head and neck. Hands are under the shoulders vertically, knees under the hips. Spread the fingers. As you inhale, head up, tailbone up. Dip the navel down and look up. Exhale, round the spine. Lift the navel up toward the ceiling. Lower the chin down, tailbone tucked in. More times. Remember, the elbows remain straight and vertical throughout. It's just the movement of the head, neck, spine, etc. And then finally, as you finish the exhalation, bring the spine back to the neutral tabletop position. Do a little more of the leg stretch. So we're going to lift the right foot up and hold the ankle with the left hand. Right ankle, left hand. And then push the foot back and lift the foot up higher, knee up higher behind you. Foot higher, knee higher. Left hand holding the right ankle. Pull up, head up, leg up, knee up behind you. Push the feet back away, that will lift the knee higher. Slowly release, come down. Pause. The other side. Hold the left ankle with the right hand and then lift it up. So push the foot back into the hand. Try and lift the foot higher, knee higher behind you, head up, look up. Keep pushing the foot back and lifting it up. and release. We'll get ready for Kapalabhati. Sit in the Vajrasana or any other asana. Okay, let's get ready for the breathing practice. Same speed as always, 75. Breath out, belly, short movement. Engaging the lower part of the belly. Blow the navel. Exhalation, exhale, and then just natural rhythm of breathing. Down comfortable. Good to start by reviewing a few of the sitting asanas that are mentioned in our texts. They're generally labeled as meditative asanas, meditative postures. Okay. Let's sit down with the legs crossed in front, ankles are crossed in front, and the heels are under the opposite thigh. Heels are under the opposite thighs. This posture that I am sitting in, and it's one of the commonly used postures for sitting on the floor. It's called Sukhasana. Ankles are crossed in front, heels under the opposite thighs. In. So, I mean, when we grew up in India, in the old days, when I was growing up, we had to do everything on the floor. In my house, there was no chair, absolutely zero. So we had to do everything on the floor, and that's how normally we would sit. And now, what happens is when you sit like this, it's always the same ankle that's in front. Okay, and we'll try to reverse the ankle just to feel the difference. It feels a little different. It's not something that you're used to. Okay, but the heels are under the opposite thighs here, right? Spine is always straight. That's the goal in our postures. So that's called the Sukhasana, S-U-K-H-A, Sukhasana. Okay. So the next posture that's mentioned is called Siddhasana, S-I-D-D-H-A. In this one, you place the left heel under the perineum area. So you slide the body back slightly, so place the heel under the perineum area, left heel. It's not under the thigh, the heel. The right foot is placed so that the toes are hidden under the knee now. So 4 toes are hidden under the knee, only the big toe is showing. Okay. In all these sitting postures, the effort is to bring the knees as close to the floor as you can. All right. So the knees should come closer to the floor. This may not happen today, but that's okay. That's the practice will give us there. Okay? So that's called the Siddhasana. The four toes are hidden, one big toe is showing. And with a minor change to this posture, a small change, the name changes to Swastikasana. And the only change there is here, my big toe is hidden here. I'm going to pull this up, the other big toe. So in this case now, both the big toes are showing. Okay, the other toes are hidden. Okay, so I'm lifting both the toes up. Again, don't force it. It may or may not work for everybody. All right. But the name is now Swastikasana. Okay? So Siddhasana is where this toe is under. This toe is under it is hidden under the thigh, and the Swastikasana, both the toes are showing. Okay? Knees again closer to the floor. So we did Sukhasana, Siddhasana, Swastikasana. The next one is the what's called the Padmasana, lotus pose. In that one, we're going to again slide this foot under the thigh. So the heel is now under the thigh, one, but the other foot is on top of the thigh, on top and back. So you don't put it here, try and slide it back. And again, as always, knees close to the floor. That's the goal. That becomes the half lotus, Ardha Padmasana. Okay, we'll switch sides now. The other foot top. And again, one on top of the thigh, other is under the thigh. Knees close to the floor. Half lotus. And then from here, we'll transition to the full lotus. So I'm going to slide the foot up and bring the other foot also on top of the thigh. So this becomes the full lotus. Padmasana. Like again, don't force anything. Some of these asanas will take some practice, but that's the goal. We want to learn how to make our knees, hips, and thighs more flexible. And that's the whole, the practice that we are doing every day here. Making our knees flexible, making our ankles, hips, and thighs. And that's what eventually get you to practice the Padmasana comfortably. Again, we'll switch sides now. We're going to switch so that the other foot is on top first and then cross the ankles on the other side. So now the same asana with the feet switched around. Okay? Spine tall always. Knees as close to the floor as it's comfortable. Don't force anything. You're hurting? Don't push it. Don't force anything. So this is the lotus, Padmasana. So, like I said, practice will help you get there. Okay? The whole objective of our practices here is to make all these areas more flexible, more comfortable, so you can eventually get into these poses more comfortably. Okay? Called the lotus pose.
So when you practice, Master, you just sit in the posture for a long time and that's how.
Yeah, develop endurance, as you sit there. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And eventually, once you become very comfortable, you can do your meditation in this posture. And if you look at some of the, text or ancient texts, pretty much always they show yogis, sitting in this posture and closing the eyes and sitting in meditation.
Padmasana.
That's
Padmasana.
in Padmasana. That's a very common, picture that you will see from the ancient times. Even some of the ancient, they have pulled out some of these statues and all from old times, Many of them have shown Padmasana, ancient times.
So this has any advantage? Like if I can sit in Sukhasana and just sit comfortably.
I mean, the Pradipika gives you all kinds of benefits of these poses.
Or other benefits.
The other benefits here, yeah. Right. So this gives a better triangle, they say, so your posture is much more balanced. Anyway, so that's the Padmasana. And then, of course, we have already talked about the Vajrasana. So let's all try the Vajrasana. Vajrasana is where you will Rest your buttocks on the heels. Okay? And this is one posture which kind of is more natural in keeping the spine straight. It almost automatically the spine becomes straight in this posture. And one of the things that you will read in some of the texts mentioned is that because of the position of the knees, legs, and thighs, there is a little bit of restriction of the blood flow in the legs area. So apparently there is more blood available for digestion, apparently. I mean, that's what they say. So they recommend this posture, that you sit in this posture after your food for some time, and it helps you with digestion.
And the knees should be touching.
Well, I mean, comfortable, if they are not comfortable this way, you can spread them apart slightly. It doesn't matter. Okay. Should be comfortable.
Subhash, is this position also good for pranayam, like Kapalabhati?
That's very true. I personally prefer Kapalabhati in this posture because for me, this posture makes my spine a little more straighter. Okay. And for Kapalabhati, straight spine is very important. Because that's what gives us more room here for the movement of the belly here. Okay. Now, you asked a good question. Is it mentioned in any text whether Kapalabhati should be done in Vajrasana? I don't know. It's just my personal practice, my personal preference. I just feel more comfortable doing Kapalabhati in this posture. And from here, you transition to the other posture called the Virasana. It's a slight variation of this. And in that one, you just simply slide the heel away so that now you're actually resting the buttocks on the ground. All right. That becomes it's called the Virasana, V-I-R-A, Virasana. All right. This puts a little more pressure on the knees and the ankles, but again, with practice, you can do it very comfortably. So these are some of the asanas that are listed as meditative asanas, okay, in our ancient texts. So just giving you an exposure to these so they can start practicing these and then become more comfortable with all these eventually. All right, any questions, anybody on these postures? Okay. All right. Standing position for Surya Namaskar, sun salutation. Come on. Okay. Go to the top of the mat, feet together, nice tall body, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms in front, up and then back. Pull the hands up and away, push the arms back and look up. Exhale, bend forward. Keep the hands pulled away, arms are against the ears, and then slowly drop the hands, bring the hands closer to the toes. You're going to bend the knees, place the palms down alongside the feet, left foot back. Keep it sliding back and then place the knee down. Head up, chest up. Right foot back, downward facing dog. The buttocks are lifted up. You're pressing the heels down. Chin close to the chest. You're looking at your knees or your feet. Let's bring the knees, chest, and the chin down to the floor. Knees down, chest and the chin down. Ashtanga Mudra, 8 limbs. The 8 limbs are 2 palms, knees, toes, that's 6, then chest and the chin, 8. Release the abdomen down, head up, chest up, lift the palms up. We use the upper body, lift the chest higher, a little more effort to lift the knees higher as well. Palms back down, go back to the downward facing dog. Head up, left foot forward, bring it up between the palms. Right knee down, chest up. Foot forward as you exhale. You stretch the legs straight if comfortable. And then as you exhale, you may drop the chest further down. Head up. Arms in front against the ears, L shape, and then as you inhale, stretch up. Up and back. Pull the hands up, push the arms back. And then exhale, straighten up, and release. Relax it. Feet together. Exhale, palms together. This time, bring the arms to the side first, and then inhaling, up and back. Up, back. Push the arms back. Press the feet firmly to the ground. When you press the feet down, you make the legs very straight. Thighs are tightened. Push the thighs forward. Press the feet down, thighs forward. Pull the hands away toward the ceiling, arms back. Little deeper stretch here. Exhale, bend forward. Slowly bring the hands down and then bring them back behind you. Behind the back, roll the shoulders back. Interlock the fingers as you inhale. To deepen the shoulder rotation, pull the hands away toward the ceiling. As you exhale, drop the chest down. And release the hands, bend the knees, arms down, right foot back. You go for the warrior two. So warrior two is where you keep the body parallel to the side wall. The front foot is straight out, the back foot is flat, leg straight, back leg. Front knee is bent. When it is bent, the knee should be vertically above the ankle, arms horizontal. So this alignment is very important to keep the perfect alignment. Okay, body should be perfectly parallel to the side wall. Everything. As you inhale, pull the hands away. As you exhale, lower the buttocks a little more down if you can. Now place the right hand on your right thigh, turn the left palm up, and swing the arm over. This is the reverse warrior two. So the left hand is pulled away from you, right hand is sliding down away from you. The front knee is still bent close to 90 degrees. Deep side stretch here. Sliding the right hand down. Left hand pulled away. Release now. This time place the knee, elbow on the knee, and the other arm over now. All the way over. So the front knee is still bent, back leg is straight. The arm is strong overhead, all the way. Now here, if you are comfortable, so again, you might need a block here. Let me just show you what we'll do. So we can try it out. Okay, I'm going to keep the arm like this and then place the left hand down. All right, so you can either place it on the block. If you're more comfortable, you can place it on the floor. But keep the body in a side stretch only. The right hand is pulled away. Keep a block if that makes it more comfortable. Okay? Very nice. All right, come down. Palms down, left foot back. Downward facing dog. Push the heels back and down. Push the thighs backwards. Lift the buttocks up. Push the thighs back. When you push the thighs back, you feel a subtle flattening of the armpits, deepening the stretch by lowering the forehead, that subtle movement downwards. Knees down to the floor. This time buttocks back all the way. Child pose. This is the Balasana. Buttocks resting on the heels, forehead on the floor, and then walk your hands away. Now keep the hands where they are. Keep the forehead very close to the floor. If you're not sure, you can just watch 1 second. The hands won't move. Keep the forehead down and smoothly slide forward to get into the cobra. Come back with the chest up, navel still on the floor. Roll the shoulders back. Nice openness of the chest here when you roll the shoulders back. Elbows tucked in, little close to the body. Bhujangasana. Go back. Downward facing dog. Again, push the heels down, buttocks up. The head up. Right foot forward. Let's bring it up between the palms. And then come up, getting ready for warrior 2. Front knee is bent, front foot is straight out. This knee, sometimes there is a tendency to bring the knee inward. We want to avoid that. Pull the knee back in. So the knee, both the hips completely in one line. Arms horizontal. You go with the right shoulder. And then as you exhale, buttocks down. As you inhale, pull the hands away. One more breath, exhale, lower the buttocks down. We'll do the reverse warrior 2. Left hand on the behind you, and then raise the right arm up and pull it over. That's right. Swing it over. Slide the left hand down the leg. Right hand pulled away from you. Deep side stretch here. Beautiful side stretch. Right side getting a beautiful side stretch. Left side is compressed. Highly recommended pose for the health of kidneys, they say. And then release, palm and down. Place the elbow on your knee. And the other arm over now. Pull the hand away. Keep the front knee bent. And again, we'll try the variation. If comfortable, bring the hand behind the leg. Place it on the floor. But keep the body in a side stretch. If you need, place a block here. That will help you maintain a good alignment of the body. You don't want to bend forward. Just side stretch only. And then release. Palms down. Left foot forward. Straighten the knees if comfortable. And when you exhale, make an effort to close the gap between the chest and the thighs. Head up, arms up to the side. And slowly as you inhale, stretch up. Back. Pull the hands up. Push the arms back. Look up. And straighten up as you exhale. Release the arms down. Relax now. Together. Exhale, palms together. Interlock the fingers. Turn the palms away this time. And then raise the arms up again. Pull the hands away. The arms back. Exhale, bending forward. Nice and smooth move always. With the breath. Drop the hands. Drop the chest. You go to place the palms under the toes. Hide the entire palm under the toes. not just the fingers or the fingertips. The full palm is hidden under the toes. And now we're going to start making the effort. Push the knees backwards and away from you so the legs are very straight. And then as you exhale, you can even drop the chest further down. Pushing the knees back will straighten the legs. Give a beautiful stretch the back of the legs and thighs. And as you drop the chest, you're getting a beautiful spinal stretch here, abdominal stretch. Buttocks lifted up toward the ceiling. And release. Bring the palms out. And the knees, palms down, left foot back. Keep the legs straight behind you. The heel is pushed back, buttocks down, chest up. Right foot back, plank position. It's where we keep the body in a straight line, heels, buttocks, and shoulders all in one line. Push the heels back. Shoulders are positioned vertically above the hands, vertically. And then the fingers are spread out. Press the 10 fingers very evenly into the mat. Nice strong arms and legs. We're going to do the Chaturanga Dandasana, which is called the four-limbed pose. Two options. You can either keep the knees on the floor or keep them straight. Try both if you want to try, otherwise do the one that works best for you. You can bring the head, bend the elbows, bring the chest only about 3 inches from the floor. Pause there briefly. And then you can come back. That's one option. And as I always say, if that doesn't work, you can always try just the knee on the floor without touching the thighs to the ground. Again, bend forward. And we drop the chest down. That's the full Chaturanga, this is the half Chaturanga with the knees down. Let's go back to the plank position. Knees, chest, and the chin down. Lower the abdomen. This time lift the head and chest up with the elbows. Great. Upward facing dog. Point the toes back. Lift the knees off the floor with the pressure with the top of the feet. Knees up, buttocks are still down. Look up. Shoulders are rolled back. Urdhva Mukha Shvanasana. Urdhva is upward. Mukha is face. Shwan is dog. Knees down. Go back to the downward facing dog. Head up, left foot forward. Bring it up between the palms. The right leg straight. And the right foot forward. Try and keep the legs straight. As you exhale, lower the chest down. Make an effort, never forcing anything. That's very important to keep in mind. Head up, bring the hands together, interlock the fingers, turn the palms away in front, and as you inhale, stretch up and back. Straighten up, exhale, and release. Relax. Our sequence of Surya Namaskar. One salutation. Okay. Balancing pose. You can move away, right? Today we'll do the pose called the Natarajasana. Dancer's pose, as they call it. Nataraj. So this one You're going to lift it back, the foot up behind you, and grab the ankle or the foot. Hold it from the inside. So, rather than holding it from here, hold it from the inside. That's recommended. Okay. And then with the other arm up vertical, keep it that way against the ear, that is. And then bend forward. I don't have a good balance. Bend forward now. Pull the foot back and away so that the knee is lifted up behind you. Foot back. Knee up behind you. Eventually, if possible, the upper torso is parallel to the floor. If not, the best you can do. Very nice. Good movie. And slowly come down. Release now. Come back. You want to use the wall for support, you should face the wall. Otherwise, you will lose balance.
I have a lot better balance on this side than this side.
Okay, one side is better, yeah. I know. Okay, the other side. Grab the ankle or the foot, and then keep the arm against the ear, bend forward. As you do that, pull the foot back and away, lift the foot higher, knee higher behind you. Then drop the chest so your body is parallel to the floor. Eventually. And slowly release. Come down. Relax now. Yes, and lie down on your abdomen. Okay, so I need to use the restroom. Go ahead and take a few breaths and then do the Dhanurasana 2 times as you always do. When you do the whole sequence, you can relax for a breath or two. And come up on the elbows or the plank position. Come up on the elbows. Curl the toes under, lift the knees up, thighs up, bring the body completely parallel to the floor. Forearm plank. Just maintain this for a few breaths, just brief period. Push the heels back. That will give a nice strong posture with the legs. And then we'll come down, just relax for a few more breaths here. Come back up on the elbow. One more time. This is for the movement of upward facing dog and downward facing dog. So roll the shoulders in front, lift the head and chest up, lower the buttocks down slightly, not touching the floor. Look up. As you exhale, lift the buttocks up, roll the head and shoulder back. Buttocks up. Do this a few more times, 2 or 3 more times at least. Try. Do the best you can. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Finish the next round, finish the exhalation, and bring the knees down and relax in the child pose briefly now. Keep the hands wherever they are comfortable. And slowly come back up. Last few days we've been doing this inverted V balance. So today, instead of that, what we'll do is to learn how to position the hands and the head for the actual headstand posture, Shirshasana, okay? So in this one, what we'll do is we're going to come down, all right? And then bring the kind of the elbows together like this. I mean, fold the elbows, make an assessment of, where the elbows are, all right? That's how wide we'll keep the elbows, okay? The hands are against the elbows. Then interlock the fingers, nice, comfortable, not terribly tight, but not too loose either. Now the key here is to position the crown of the head between the palms, and so the forehead will be very, very lightly pressing against the floor. So the crown of the head is resting between the palms. That's the key here, okay? And now, follow along with Murli. Curl the toes under, curl the toes, and lift the knees up. And now start walking your feet towards your forehead. Walk your feet closer to your forehead. Okay? Do the best you can and stay in the final position for about 30 seconds today. That's what our goal is today. Okay? So eventually, if you notice, your buttocks are very close to being vertical, almost. Make sure your crown of the head is resting between the palms and your forehead is lightly on the floor, and you walk your feet closer to the forehead. And then stay there for about 20-30 seconds, roughly. This is to develop the ability to eventually get into the headstand. And slowly release the knees down. Rest in the child pose for a few more breaths now. And then we'll slowly come back up. Sit back up. And tomorrow we'll have Murali demonstrate the headstand actually final posture. Okay, how that is done. Tomorrow we'll demonstrate and then we'll start practicing when he is not here. He's leaving for 10 days. So we'll have him demonstrate it tomorrow and then get to practice it after that. All right. Legs out. Janu Shirshasana variations.
Subhashi, for the headstand, right? The neck muscles have to be pretty strong.
Yes, that's very true. Neck muscles have to be strong, shoulder area has to be strong, and the ability to put pressure on the head, that has to be there, you know. Like Shweta mentioned the other day that she has, when she puts the pressure on the head, it's not very comfortable. That can happen. Okay, so you have to develop that strength and then the ability to maintain that pressure. So yeah.
So where is the weight being held most, on the neck or on the shoulders?
It's on the elbows, neck, and everything, all of them, all of the above. You're pressing with the elbows down.
Okay.
That's where the pressure is. Then the head is holding the pressure, neck is holding the pressure, shoulders are holding the pressure. Very even.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems very scary to do.
Actually, once you get it, get the hang of it, it's one of the easier poses because it doesn't involve much flexibility eventually then. Okay, but once you get there, it's not hard. You mentioned the neck. You see, I have problem with the neck now, right? That's why I cannot do this pose anymore. Okay, so strong neck is very essential. Very true.
There is a very important nerve right there that connects the neck and the body.
Yes. Well, there are so many nerves. Yeah. All the nerves go through the neck and the spine. That's very true.
So what is the risk of doing
Are
it?
you talking about a specific nerve?
Yeah, I mean the one that connects vagus. I don't know. There's one there which
Vagus
connects
nerve is-
and you can get into a very bad state if it is damaged or something.
Of course, yeah. So that's why you are preparing very well for this. We don't want to rush into it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Myself. Every day we are doing some preparations. We don't want to hurt ourselves. That's the whole idea.
Even just getting lightheaded, you have to make sure like your circulation is okay with it and not, if you do it too fast, you could get
Oh yeah,
lightheaded easily. Yeah.
you can get hurt very easily if you do it too fast. Get into it slowly, okay? I'll teach you, exactly how to get ready for it. All right. Let's do this pose called the Akaranasana in Sanskrit, or the foot to the ear, basically. Akaranam. Karna is the ear, and A means in the direction of. So that's just the name. In the direction of the ear. What is in the direction of the ear? The foot, basically. Okay, so let's start with the left foot. Keep the right leg straight. You're going to place the foot, the sole of the foot on the inside of the elbow. All right, inside of the elbow. And then the idea is to bring this big toe and make it come close to the ear now. That's the whole idea. So we're going to bring the foot to the ear. That's one aspect of it. The second is to also engage the forward bending. That's the Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. So we are bringing the hand down, sliding it away, and the other foot is coming close to the ear now. And then stay there for a few moments. Keep breathing. This, I'm sure you can feel a very beautiful stretch on the hip area, the thigh, knee, ankle, everything. And then we bend forward to deepen the forward bending stretch in the spine, abdominal area. Lots of different parts of the body getting deeper engagement here. Do the best you can. Don't force anything. These are intense poses. Maintain a deep sense of awareness. See where your body is resisting the most. Because that's that kind of awareness will help us eventually, get rid of that resistance eventually. Work on that. And then come back up slowly and release now. Just bounce the knees 3 or 4 times. By the other side. So again, this fold the leg, position the sole of the foot on the inside of the elbow. And then try and bring this big toe to the ear. Try. Don't force anything. Okay? You can hurt yourself if you force it. And place the hand on your leg and slide the hand away into the Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. And as you exhale, you can even drop the chest further. Keep this foot or the big toe very close to the ear. And then drop the chest down as you exhale. Forward bending stretch combined with a deep hip, thigh, knee stretch. When I lift the foot higher, I'm getting a lot of stretch in my knee, and my hip is getting a beautiful stretch here. Careful, never overdoing it. Keep breathing. Be aware. See what's happening in the body as you maintain the pose. And then slowly come back. Inhale, release. It's called the Akaranasana. That's the name in Sanskrit. Okay. The Paschimottanasana. Feet together, legs straight. Raise the arms up as you inhale. Pull up to lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, bend forward. Keep the spine lengthened. When you inhale, pull the chin away. That will help you keep the spine long. As you exhale, a gentle effort to drop the chest down. Again, to deepen the stretch in the back of the legs, push the knees firmly to the ground. Press the knees down, slide the heels away, and then pull the toes back in towards you. So toes moving in towards you, heels are sliding away from you. Deepen that experience of the stretch. Back of the legs. Only if it's comfortable when you exhale, you can drop the chest further down. Otherwise, enjoy the pose wherever you are situated. Deep sense of awareness. Any muscles that feel tight, you want to learn how to release any tightness in the muscles so they can get a little deeper stretch. If you keep them tight and then go forward, you can hurt yourself. So don't keep any muscles tight. Loosen them up before you extend the stretch further. And as you inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, release now. Relax.
So, sorry again, when you say loosen them before, what do you mean by that? What do you need to do to loosen them?
Loosen the muscles which are tight. So if I'm here, okay, I'm feeling a little tightness here, right, in my thigh, in my hamstring area.
Yeah.
Now, if I maintain that tightness and bend deeper, that muscle is going to get hurt. So mentally, I'm going to loosen that muscle. Mentally feel that, I can loosen it up. Just a mental work, okay? And then try to go.
I see. Thank you.
Otherwise, if you keep it tight and then go deeper, that will definitely hurt the muscle, cause injury. Right. Let's do a very brief Sarvangasana. We don't have too much time today. Lie down on your back. Just a minute or so today. And if you need the support of the wall, go against the wall. If there's anybody who needs me to show you how to do it against the wall, I can do that. I think everyone is okay. Shoulder stand. Let's work on the variations. You can spread the legs apart, all the way apart into a V shape briefly. Bring the legs back together. Do a few bicycle movements. Pause. Do half plow where you keep one leg vertical, the other back behind you. And finally, both the legs behind you into the full plow position, full plow. When you bring the legs behind you, feet come in close to the floor behind you, if comfortable. If not, keep them hanging, that's fine. But make sure you're not compromising the comfort of your neck and shoulders. They should remain comfortable. And to come out slowly, release the back to the floor first, very slowly, one vertebra at a time. Take your time. When the tailbone touches the floor, the legs are vertical, and then release the legs down as well, very slowly. Relax for a moment now. Counter for this is the Matsyasana, the fish pose. So come up in the elbow. First of all, sit on the elbows and then palms under the buttocks. It's the fish Matsyasana. Roll the shoulders back. When you roll the shoulders back, you close the gap between the shoulder blades, chest lifts up, and tilt the head back, roll the head back and down. So your head, the crown of the head is resting on the ground. And then you make adjustments so your chest remains lifted up completely. Look at the wall behind you. And in the final position, feel free to try and lift the feet off the floor about 3 to 4 inches. Shoulders rolled back, chest up. Neck gently turned back. You're looking at the wall behind you. Feet are up. That will give you a deeper stretch of the core area, the inner thighs, lower back, etc. Now bring the feet down, the palms out from under the buttocks. Sit back up on the elbows one more time. Chin down to the chest, the sternum area. And then very slowly release the back down, shoulders and the head down. And relax now. Couple of easy breaths here, and then we'll bend the knees, wrap the arms around the knees, hug the knees to your chest, head on the floor, tailbone on the floor. Don't lift the buttocks up, but then roll the body side to side. Next time you're back to the center, just pause briefly and then rock the body up and down. And then come back up to a sitting position. For a moment. Spinal twisting stretch. We had variation called the Marichasana. Marichasana. So we haven't done this before, right? So far. Yeah. So in this one, remember, some of you are, most of you are familiar with this, but instead of bringing the foot on the outside of the knee, in this one, we'll slide the heel all the way back on the same side of the thigh, same side, in all the way in. Okay? So from the back, it will look like this. So I'm going to bend slightly forward, bring my right arm, upper arm on the inside of the knee. Palm is facing away. You wrap the arm around the knee, and then other arm behind the back, grab the hands together behind you. Once you are in this position, then you straighten the spine. Initially, you will need to bend slightly to get into the position, but then straighten the spine. Now here, this is where you need a strap. Some of you will, not everyone. Some of you, if you're not able to grab the hands together, use a strap, okay? So you bring the strap behind you, and then hold the strap like this, very close to the hands should be very close to each other with the strap, okay? Use the strap if you need to. The Marichasana. This is a very basic level of Marichasana. And then as we go along, we'll go into more of the intermediate level variations of this asana eventually. Look over the left shoulder, roll that shoulder back. Left shoulder is rolled back, spine is tall and vertical as always. Nice rotation of the shoulder here. Right shoulder is getting a beautiful stretch. With the left shoulder. And then release, come back. Just. Great, and fold the other leg now. Bring the heel on the same side, all the way back to the groin area. Bend a little bit forward. Place the upper arm on the inside of the knee, palm facing away. Bend the elbow, wrap the arm around the knee, and then grab the hands behind you. Again, same thing. Grab the hands behind you so that you can create a nice rotation of the shoulder, your hip rotation, and your spine getting a nice deep twisting experience. Roll the shoulder back as you look over the right shoulder. Spine remains tall and vertical as always. In all twisting experiences, spine tall. Just twist the body from the very top to the very bottom. Keep breathing. Twist a little more and then release. Come back. And then we'll sit comfortable, cross-legged in any position with the eyes closed for our moment of reflection. Reflecting back on our experience of the session today, trying to reconnect with the body, breath, and mind at a deeper level. Trying to recognize the roles played by the mind and body. Always want to keep them playing a very harmonious role together, very harmonious. That's the goal. There are two entities behind the mind. One is called the ego, the other is the intellect, intellectual wisdom. The ego tries to disrupt the harmony. The intellect tries to maintain harmony. So our goal is to understand who is behind the mind, who is directing the mind. If you let the ego direct the mind, you lose that sense of harmony, which means the mind can push the body. Hey, my neighbor can touch the toe. Why can't you do that? Let's do it. Let's push ourselves. That's how the ego might function. That's exactly what we want to avoid. That awareness is what we are building here, learning about ourselves. Bring the hands behind the back, softly hold the right wrist, and as you exhale, bend forward. Yoga Mudra. As far as you can, stay in the final position for a moment. Slowly, with the next inhalation, come back up. Please, and we're ready for Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra is yogic sleep. Not the same as biological sleep, obviously. Yogic sleep, full awareness. And to get there, we always go through our sequence to tense the body, tighten the muscles in the body. Just when they're tight and tense, they relax better. We become more aware of them. Let's get ready. And if comfortable, get into the boat pose. If not, keep the head down, legs down. We'll keep the legs very straight, point the toes away, stretch the arms very straight in front, spread the fingers wide and tight. Fist with the hands, tight fists, rotate the wrists around. Take one direction, a few rotations, pause, other direction. Pause, keep the elbows straight. Let's work on the facial muscles. Open the mouth, extend the tongue out and curl it down toward the chin. Eyes open as well. So eyes are open, mouth open. Tense the facial and the neck muscles. Keeping the fist tight, pull the fists away toward the feet. Let's squeeze the buttocks tight, thighs, knees and the kneecaps are tight. Calf muscles, ankles. Let's point the toes away. And now engage every single muscle in the body, all together, the entire body. And let's try to bring it to a real tight squeeze, the whole body. Squeeze and let go. Letting go, loosening up. Make adjustments. You can spread the feet apart, almost the width of the mat. Hands away, palms facing up. Let the body find a posture that's very natural. Make adjustments. Actually, scan the body from toes to head. One muscle, one limb at a time. As you scan the body, if you perceive any kind of tightness or fatigue, just making that nice mind-body connection. Allow the muscles, the limbs to relax completely. Let go of any tightness, any tension, anywhere in the body, loosening them up. As you do that, as the muscles begin to relax, you start feeling that subtle heaviness of each limb on the floor. Feel the heaviness of the feet on the ground. The legs, subtle heaviness of the knees, thighs, buttocks. Lower back, middle back, upper back, the whole back, that subtle heaviness, very nice sensation of being very relaxed. Feel the heaviness of the hands, arms, shoulders, neck and the head, whole body. Become aware of all the points of contact between the body and the floor, and feeling that subtle heaviness on the floor. Become aware of the body being very nicely, deeply supported by the ground under us. Very deep state of relaxation. Try and enjoy the state for a few more moments. We'll set the intention that as we relax, when thoughts come up in the mind, we should not get engaged with the thoughts. Try to keep them away, try to ignore them. And that way we can continue to enjoy these beautiful states of the body and mind. Bring the awareness back to the breathing and begin to breathe just slightly deeper breaths. Just become aware of the rhythm and the flow of breath. Follow the flow at the tip of the nose for a couple more breaths. Slowly begin to stretch the fingers, curl the toes, the hands, feet, arms, legs. With the feet together, bring the arms all the way back overhead. Get a good stretch by pulling the hands back, pointing the toes away, and roll to one side briefly. Come back up, sitting position. Position. Start with Kapalabhati one more time. Feel comfortable, you can sit in the Vajrasana. If not, any other. It's fine. Let's do the same speed, which is 75. What I strongly recommend always is, at home, use a metronome to try a few different speeds, see what is more natural and comfortable for you. In the class, you have to keep the same speed for everyone, but at home you have the freedom to try different speeds. Exhalation, and just get back to your natural rhythm of breathing. Practice of Kapalabhati, literally meaning the shining of the skull area. That's the literal meaning of the word Kapalabhati. So next we'll do this practice called Bhastrika. Bhastrika is where we'll now force both inhalation and exhalation. So instead of, in Kapalabhati, all we did was to force the exhalation. Inhalation was very passive, just let it happen. But in Bhastrika, we force both inhale and exhale. We also engage the arm and shoulder movement in the Bhastrika practice. So what we do is, when we inhale forcefully, we also throw the arms up. We start, this is the starting position. Make a little fist with in front of the shoulders. As you throw the arms up, open the palms and throw them down, come down like this, okay? So do at your own pace. I'm going to guide you for one or two movements and then you can continue. So inhale, up, exhale, down, up, down, inhale, exhale. Throw the arms up, throw them down. Force, both inhale and exhale. Final exhalation, and then this natural rhythm of breathing called Bhastrika. Very energizing, also heat generating, lot of movement in the lungs, in the bronchial area, nasal passage, clearing all the air pockets in the body, lots of stuff going on here. The combination of Kapalbhati and Bhastrika adds up to a very beautiful detoxifying practices. That's called Bhastrika. I should have mentioned it earlier, but I hope everyone is okay. It's not recommended for someone with blood pressure problems. So if you have high blood pressure, which is not controlled despite your being on medication, then only you should avoid it. Otherwise, it's a beautiful practice. Continue with this practice of fast breathing. The next practice we will do is called Nadi Sanchalana, which is rapid breathing. Okay, so rapid breathing is where you will inhale and exhale rapidly, but no force in this one. Unlike Kapalbhati and Bhastrika, where there is force, this one is absolutely no force. So the breath will sound like this. If I were to kind of exaggerate the sound, we'll close one nostril first and alternate, so we'll first close one, I'm going to close the right nostril and then breathe in and out through the left side. So the sound will be like this. I'm making it a little louder. You don't have to make it loud. I hope you can hear the sound. It's very even, no force at all, no abdominal movement, okay? Let's get ready. And let me just show you with the metronome also. Just give me a second. So here, every tick is an exhale, every tick. So if I'm going to move my finger up and down, this is exhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Every tick is exhale. Okay, keep going now. Soft breaths, no force at all. Not much sound. There is some sound, but not much at all. No abdominal movement. Every tick is an exhale. Immediately inhale after that. So you can do the exhale with the next tick. Exhale completely now. Release the hand. Just take a couple of easy breaths. The other side now. So close the left nostril with the ring finger. Same rhythm. Soft and gentle breaths. Very even but very fast. Maintain this speed. Every tick is an exhale. 75 breaths per minute. Exhale. And again, release the hands and take a few easy natural breaths. We'll continue now with the same practice with the inhalation and exhalation happening through both the nostrils now. So both of them, same speed, same guideline, no force, no abdominal movement, no Kapalabhati, just fast breathing. The final exhalation, and then just get back to your natural rhythm of breathing now. Regular breaths. It's called Nadi Sanchalana in Sanskrit, or just rapid breathing in English. Pranayama. Let's do the Nadi Shuddhi practice, alternate nostril breathing, also known as Anulom Vilom. So, okay, fist with the right hand, thumb up, last two fingers up. Vishnu Mudra, Chin Mudra with the left hand. From the right side with the right thumb, begin with an exhalation through the left. Actually, the count starts with the inhalation. So inhale through the left. Close the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close the right, exhale left. Keep going. I think you all, everyone knows the technique, so just keep going at your own pace. Deep, soft, ujjayi breaths, long breaths, 1-to-2 ratio, remember. Keep a count in your mind, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, etc. And that way you can assess the durations, because our goal is to make the exhalation twice the duration of inhalation. Eventually, it doesn't have to happen today. Keep that in mind. No force. Let's finish the next round, finish the final sequence. So the final exhalation should be through the left nostril. So we begin the round with the inhalation through the left, and then we complete the sequence with the exhalation through the left. And then just get back to your natural rhythm of breathing. So I did want to check with you one thing. In the past few 21-day programs, what I have done is, we've added a brief session of meditation at the end of the session. So the session is from 6 to 7:45. This is just a suggestion, you don't have to go for it. But what we did in the past, in the last 21-day program was that at the end of the class we stay back for just a brief meditation session, just to get a good feel for what meditation is like. Okay, so we do it for about 7 or 8 minutes basically. So finish it at about 7:55 instead of 7:45. Is there any interest in that? That's the question. Would you like to stay longer? 10 minutes, max 10
Yes.
minutes.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, anybody else who doesn't like it, doesn't want to do that? How about friends here? Is that okay? Just a few minutes meditation. Because like I said, asana, pranayama and meditation are the three key parts of our practice. And normally with the structure of the class, we don't have time for meditation. But if we add that, it will complete our whole sequence, whole process. Get us a good feel for what meditation is all about. Okay, very good. So I appreciate your consent, and we'll do that from tomorrow. So remind me. If I forget, remind me. I might forget sometimes. Okay, let's close the eyes. Just today, just very brief, only about 6 to 7 minutes today. Okay. Keep the eyes closed, spine upright. Recite Om once now, deep inhalation. Begin by becoming aware of the body, and just a very simple technique to become aware of the body. Just make a very tight fist with the two hands, very tight fists. Release. One more time, very tight fists. And release. Slowly allow the hands to rest very comfortably in your body now. Let's do a little breath awareness. So take one very long and deep breath. Long duration, deep into the lungs. Fill the belly out like a balloon. And as you exhale, suck the belly back in toward the spine. And finally, get back to your natural rhythm of breathing. Again, just feel the flow at the tip of the nose for 2 or 3 breaths. Slowly shift your awareness to the spot between the 2 eyebrows. It's called the third eye or the Ajna Chakra. The spot between the 2 eyebrows. Just become aware of that spot. And then visualize a vast expanse of space in front of that third eye location. It's a vast space of consciousness. The Sanskrit word for that space is Chidakasha. Chit means consciousness. Akasha is space. Maintaining that awareness, we'll transition to mantra meditation. Remember, on the first day we talked about mantra meditation, so you will pick a mantra and stay with that same mantra all the time. Never change the mantra once you have picked it. And begin to recite your mantra in your mind at a pace that's very comfortable for you. Remember, as we begin the meditation on the mantra, thoughts will come up in the mind. Occasionally, there might be a tendency for the thoughts to actually take over your mind without your knowledge whatsoever. You don't even know that you're deeply engrossed in some thought. But as soon as you recognize the thought, just get back to your mantra recitation. That's the practice we'll do. Thoughts will come, we'll try to ignore them, but if they do take over the mind, that's fine. As soon as you recognize the thought, go back to the mantra recitation, mental. Let's get your awareness back to your breath again. Just become aware of the flow of your breath at the tip of the nose. Becoming aware of the body, any sensations that you might be feeling in the body, just become aware. And our closing sequence, just join the palms together in the prayer position. Do the Shanti mantra. Inhale. Om Asatu Ma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lead me from unreal to the real, darkness to light, from the fear of death to the knowledge of immortality. Peace, peace, peace. Cover the eyes softly with the palms, just relaxing the eyes. Release the hands, join the palms again, raise them up, and as you exhale, bend forward. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. I bow down to all my gurus. We always like to pay a very special tribute to our Guru Patanjali. And slowly come back. Thank you all. Namaste. Have a great rest of the day. See you bright and early tomorrow. Remember, Saturday we'll stay back for introductions and Sunday breakfast. I hope all of you will join.
Thank you, Subhashji. Thank
Thank
you. Have a
you.
good day.
Thank you, Subhashi.
Thank you, Subhaji.
Thank you,
Yes, Subhashi.
Jennifer, Mallikarjun, Uday,
Thank you.
Thank you,
Sandeep.
Subhashji.
Thank you, Shweta. Wonderful.